आप लोग आ गए, वाह। तो गुड, वेरी गुड। अब अभी यहाँ मैं यहीं पर हूँ, हाँ, hosting the most popular youth show Vivekananda Answers. I was actually, you see, trying to draw something, create something, पर I was trying to create something. तो मेरे यंग दोस्तों, आपको ये लगता है ये जो अभी मैंने बनाया यहाँ पर, ये है क्या? हैं? मालूम है आपको? पर उससे पहले मैं इंट्रोड्यूस करूं हमारे जो गेस्ट है, स्पेशल गेस्ट है। वेलकम टू आवर शो डॉक्टर ब्रह्मचारी एंड डॉक्टर घोष। आप दोनों का एक बार और स्वागत है इस शो पर। और मैं तो अपना इंट्रोडक्शन कराना ही भूल गया। मैं हूं आपका दोस्त एंड होस्ट जयंत कृपलानी। अब दोस्तों, कौन कहना चाहेगा कि ये है क्या? ओके, यू?
I think it's a circle.
You think it's a circle? Yes, ma'am.
I think it's a ring.
It is a ring. Yes. Any others?
I think it's somewhat a round plane figure whose boundary consists of points which are equidistant from any fixed point.
Okay.
Sir, I think it's a zero.
Well, okay, wonderful. Anyway, my intelligent young friends, you are all right. पर अभी के लिए हम इसको जीरो अज्यूम करेंगे, ओके? अब क्वेश्चन ये है कि इसके सहारे आप क्या क्या बना सकते हैं? हाँ, सन्स के रेज तो उड़ गए। अरे आपने तो मुझे भी मुस्कुरा दिया, इनकी तो बात ही छोड़िए। आइए बैठिए। और कौन? आइए। Flower, okay. Now, I gave you a zero, और आपने out of that you create such wonderful stuff, a sun, a smiley face, बहुत कुछ चीज़ है जो बन सकते हैं। सोचने वाली बात यह है कि आप सभी कुछ कर पाए, क्योंकि इस जीरो का एक जो फिजिकल शेप है, जो स्ट्रक्चर है, एक फॉर्म है। मगर जीरो या शून्य तो शून्य है, मतलब कुछ भी नहीं। तो फिर इसका फॉर्म या स्ट्रक्चर होता भी है। अरे मैंने कई जगह सुना कि हमारा जो विश्व शून्य से शुरू हुआ था। Now, can all these creations or manifestations around us be created out of nothing else but a zero? That's what I want Dr. Brahmachari and Dr. Ghosh to explain in very simple terms, ताकि हम जैसे layman भी समझ सके।
Actually, where from we have come into this feeling of zero. Suppose there are 4 mangoes. If there is no mango, we will say number of mango is 0. But in case of universe, there is a problem, because if there is no universe, nothing. So, in that case, we have extrapolated from our daily conception to a domain where really we do not have any idea. We have conjectured that out of nothing universe is created. This is a conjecture, no test, nothing of this sort. Out of nothing, universe means the space was created, time was created, energy was created, particle was created out of nothing. You are talking about Gita, there is a slok, Purnasya Purnam Adayo, Purnam Eva Avashishyate, means infinity minus infinity is equal to infinity. Similarly, 0 minus 0 equal to 0. So, we can neither define 0 nor define infinity.
Nothing getting something created is a type of metaphor. That's what he said. You know, I look at realm of biology, and always this question comes, where we came from, where are we transformed? So, evolutionary biology tells you that we have all evolved from species to species, but where did the first species come? Where was the first bacteria formed? How was it formed? So, this you take back to 0, you will realize an assemble of chemicals that has formed into an order, which you talked, in our other episode. This order has caused, eventually molecules came and they got into the cell and cell is found. So therefore, when we talk about zero, then it is like reverting back and reverting forward.
Well, is that sort of clear? We still need a little more clarity, but I'm sure we'll get it. Yes, Eddie?
Sir, in our daily to daily life, if we see that the most simple thing cannot be created by its own. So if those things were created, then definitely there must be a creator. So what's the look of science on it?
You can have two theories, either no creator theory or creator theory. If you assume that there is a creator, science can explain creator in this way, because you know the quantum mechanics, foundation of quantum mechanics, that everything is created by an observer. When I observe a thing, then this thing exists. If I do not see the moon does not exist. This is the modern theory of quantum mechanics. So, somebody should see the moon, but who I am? Somebody should see me. So, I am the first observer of the moon. I exist because he sees me. So, in this way this goes on,
So where
goes
do
on,
I
goes
exist?
on, goes on.
How do I exist?
How does he exist? Because you see. In that way goes on, goes on, goes on, ultimately there should be a last observer. Who is the last observer? Due to which last minus 1 has existed, and in this way I have existed. Last observer is nobody but God. God is the last observer. This is example of physics.
You know, I think when I have some disagreement on this issue, being a life scientist. It's a Darwinian theory of evolution that has brought where it is.
Swamiji took Nivedita to Alipur and cut a very nice joke there. He saw one python along with one tortoise, very old tortoise, and he said, from your principle of Darwin, this tortoise has become this python, and when you eat tortoise, you also eat python. Now you see, this is a joke. Not that Swamiji has perfect faith in Darwin, as I told you, but the real issue is this, which he received from Patanjali's Yoga Sutra. There is one sutra, aphorism in Patanjali. It is Prakitta Purat. But there is no vacuum remaining in nature. If there be any vacuum in nature, nature will fill in every time. So, if nature feels that there should be man, it comes from animal. And he says that in animal, man is involved. Please note it clearly. In man, animal is involved. So, need for man, if it is felt in nature, man will evolve from animal.
अभी मैं यहाँ पर जाता हूँ और मैं देखता हूँ मुझे क्या करना है. चलिए, थोड़ा बहुत तो मिट गया, क्योंकि मेरे पास ये एक डस्टर था, मैंने वो पुरानी चीज़ मिटा दी थी, so that I or we can create something new out of this. But क्या हमारे इस विश्व या यूनिवर्स में ऐसा ही होता है? हमारे विश्व में भी क्या ऐसे ही एक सृष्टि होती है और फिर खत्म हो जाती है, या फिर एक ट्रांजिशन होता है? I am not too sure. So when you're not too sure, always ask the experts. Dr. Brahmachari, Dr. Ghosh, would you like to share your views about this?
I look at differently. I very often ask this question, are we human able to play the role of God? Because you said God created. Can I create a new species? Answer is yes. We can create dolly. We can create a new variety of rice.
Through cloning.
Through cloning. If you say God is omnipresent, today we can have a hologram. Technology permits us to simultaneously present in multi-location. So therefore, we actually can play all the roles that you assign to God as a scientist. But there is one difference. That's why you said we can transform one to the other. Materials to energy, energy to material, new material we can create, new material creates new material, and continuously we can evolve, and we as a species is evolving together with the universe. But at the end, we as a human has one thing we cannot do what God can do. God is not answerable to anybody. But we as human, we are.
We are answerable to each other.
And
for a
also
start.
the ethics, to the society, to the formation. We cannot do anything that we wish to do. So therefore, if you ask me, can we transform anything to anything? Yes, in theory. I'm sure you'll write a differential equation and a Schrodinger's equation to define one state and take it into another state by putting a Hamiltonian operator. But I, as a life scientist, I believe we should be careful in creating things. Do I create another copy of yours?
Yes.
Answer is no. And this is where I think there's a limit to transformation theory that you are talking about.
Dr. Ghosh?
My perception is, once universe was created out of nothing, that is assumed, then it is not possible to create anything. We can recreate. We have things together, we recreate different things. We have 1,000 balls, we took up 3 balls, 2 balls together, we create man, different kinds of man. You can assume creator, you can explain by randomness. I have chosen randomly several neurons, this brain is there. I can randomly several neurons, this brain is there.
But there is a directional evolution.
Directional.
If there was no directional evolution, then chimpanzee could have gone back to a snake.
That
but
because
it hasn't happened.
that because when we talk of creating something with matter, there is another thing, consciousness. So consciousness gives you the direction.
Will you tell the students about antimatter?
There are 4 kind of matter. This is a joke. Matter, antimatter, dark matter, and does not matter. So the 4th one is the most interesting because layman, does not matter whether matter and is antimatter, isn't it?
I always wonder, the great names that you all saw, Albert Einstein and all, they were very close friends. They could interact with each other. So one learning I would like to tell these young people, that you develop a scientific temper only when you meet those great minds. So your effort should be, how do we see farther by standing on the shoulder of the giants?
This is amazing. I'm joining them. I'm also a young student today. There are so many things that have been clear. बहुत सारे जो misconceptions थे about our own existence clear हो गया है. और आपके conceptions clear हुए? Splendid. अभी देखिए यहाँ पर जो है, मैं एक फिर circle बनाता हूँ, फिर smiley बनती है, और आप सब आके इसे साइन करें प्लीज हमारे ओर से और इस प्रोग्राम की ओर से. From Vivekananda ji's land, let's all be logical. That will make you a scientist, a literary genius, a leader, a good human being. You are our future. Just take care please. Above all, take care and bye for today. And until I come back with another such scintillating episode next week, same time, same channel, this is Vivekananda Answers saying Namaskar. Namaskar, Dr. Brahmachari. Namaskar, Dr. Ghosh. And Namaskar, all you lovely people. Lovely.